Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Knock no waha ay barish Allah habalakim la'atham. Call Shabawai Baharakha. Wakak show Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua Ma'amah. Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian stations, and Israelite foreigners. Nacham Adam, Kayah Malakwa Hashemayim Korah. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. First and foremost, before we get started, we'll go ahead and say, Call Light Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Chakadash. A double honor to the apostles of great millstone that taught us the truth and rule well. And much respect to you brothers out there pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So today, pretty much, we're going over Masaparium, which is Masapar. Ma is from. Sapar is, could you get that, Bubba Shop? It should be under, you can just put number or numbers inside the blue letter. Because pretty much Ma is from. Sapar is going to be number, and Sapar is also book. But when you go into that word Sapar, it pretty much means to recount or to relate. So Ma Sapar is going to be numbers because pretty much what numbers do is gives you an account of what's going on, you know?
Yes, Masapar.
Mm-hmm.
It says there's a Strong's H 4557 Masapar. It says number, tell, number, innumerable, few, numerable, by counts and number according to number.
So pretty much Masapar Yum will be numbers. Masapar is number. So pretty much we're going to be doing numbers Ahad, Tawak, Aishar, numbers 1 through 10. Those are the basics. Ha Khalab. That's how you say the basics. The milk, more specifically, Ha Khalab is the milk, but which can be compared to the basics, you know. So right here, what I got a couple words that we're going to be using. We got Shah and then we got Haya. So Shah is which when it's a prefix, and then you got Haya, which is. So Shahaya. All right. This is the number 1 in English, and then we got which is Ahad. Write that down. Because pretty much, you know, you got the Lord. The Lord works with numerology, so to speak, on the right hand side. You know, it's certain numbers that mean certain things. So we got the number 1, Ahad, which means wisdom, Hakama. All right, this is the symbol for it. But could we get that Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7?
I got you. This is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Wisdom is the principal thing. So like it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Baba Kushak, could you get that word for principle?
The word there for principle, Ra'ashia?
Yep, Ra'ashia. When you go into that, could you go into what that word means? Because when you go into that word, Sharash Dabar, it's going to mean Ra'ash, which means head.
The meaning, it says first, beginning, best, chief. It says beginning, first, chief, choice part. Also, on the translation count, it says beginning, first fruits, first, chief.
So pretty much, wisdom is number 1. 1 stands for wisdom. You see, Hakama, Shahaya, Ahad. All right, wisdom, which is number 1, Ahad. That's how you say it by Ibaria.
Right.
All right. Did you have a precept, bro?
I just wanted to go into this word wisdom. The word there is hakama, right? Hakama. Pretty much. Well, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Just wisdom, skill, wisdom, shrewdness, wisdom, prudence. Pretty much it.
Shit, you could get Isaiah 33 and 6. Because the elect, you know, the elect is going to want to have, the elect is going to have that wisdom in Jacob's trouble, and that's what's going to give stability, you know.
I got it right here. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
God, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right, it all coincides with that wisdom, because it will be wise to fear the Lord. You see, all right.
Hey, can I get that for you, Rob Kusha?
God.
This is Proverbs 1 and verse 7. It says, "The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction."
God, you got it, bro.
God, so hey, to fear the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that's the main and first step to receiving knowledge, man. You know, the knowledge of this world, they pretty much contradict, they go against what the scriptures tell you. They go against fearing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And you know this by the way how everybody around here, the way they operate is through lawlessness. They have no fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They have no fear of judgment. That's the reason why they're in this mindset of YOLO or whatnot, right? But us coming into the truth, like the brothers beautifully going into it and breaking it down. Wisdom is a principal thing, man. And and that's the first thing you should have when coming into this truth, the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got it, bro.
Could you go into the blue letter and get the number 1? Because it was a point that I wanted to get. We didn't get it.
Just number 1?
Yeah, just number 1.
Okay, Con. Let me see. Salakia, bear with me.
You got it. If you can't get it, I got it right here.
I got it.
Con.
It's a 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐿, the Strong's H25 and 9. It says 1, the number 1, each, every, a certain, an indefinite article, only once for all, one, another.
But you go back up to the it's a root word.
The root word.
Con, yeah, the root word.
Con. Again, it's a chad. It says to go one way or another, to be sharp.
Yep, be sharp. Be and that's spiritual too, because the scriptures go into that two-edged sword, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or representative of the scriptures. But then it says one way. One way. When you go into the scriptures, it says be all of one mind. You know, go on one way. You know, have the same mind as Hamashiach. That one represents that wisdom. All right, and it also says unify, because pretty much the elect is all in one mind. You know.
Right, and also, you know, Salakia.
No, you got.
I wanted to bring this out too. Revelation 3:15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. You know, just going into that one way. You know, either be cold or be hot.
Yep.
You gotta be one way with the Most High.
Kind of elect all gonna be on fire. You know.
Right.
Yep. But it's true. We can get. I'm gonna get the number 2. I don't got a scripture for this one, but we can go into that word.
All
this is Shahaya number 2, which is Ba a Baryas in Hebrew, Shanya. All right, Sharash the bar root word is gonna come from Shana, but what they took, what was taken from Shana is gonna be Shan. All right. So let's go to number 2. This is the number for 2. It says Shanya. Let's get the root word, which is Shana. It says to repeat, do again, change, alter, to change, to be repeated, to change, to duplicate. That's pretty much what the root word means, Shana. It says to be double. And that's pretty much why the number 2 is, you take the Shan part and you get Shanya. Because Shan, Kaya Shan, comes from Sharash the bar, Shana. All right, from the root word Shana, which means to be double. All right. And which 2 means, let me see where I put it. It's a lot. 2 goes into understanding. So number 2, Masapar Shan Ya means understanding. Is it clear on your end, bro?
Salakia. I was thinking that 2 was knowledge.
2 is knowledge.
I think so. Is it?
Okay,
I thought
yeah.
3 was
So,
understanding.
it's a lot. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot. Yep. I had it written down wrong. I read it wrong.
Con.
You died, which means knowledge, by Barya.
Mm-hmm.
The water.
Con, I am the bar.
All right, so the next one's going to be number 3. Number 3, Shahaya Shalash. Number 3, which is Shalash by Barya. All right, could you get 1 Shamuel Samuel chapter 18 and verse 5 through 7?
Con. This is 1 Samuel 18 and verse 5. It says, "And David went out whithersoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely,
Mm-hmm.
and Saul set him over the men of war. And he was accepted in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all the cities of Israel, singing and dancing, to meet King Saul, with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played, and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, They have ascribed unto David 10,000, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom?
God, that's pretty much when King Saul, or when Saul, started to hate on King David. But the point that I want to get from verse 6 was, could you go into the blue letter and get the, it says instruments of music, Baba Kushab. Because pretty much what we'll see is with the number 3, it just means to be 3-sided. All right.
Instruments of music. Shalayash.
God, should be Shalayash. Pretty much coming from Shalash, meaning 3. All right, which the instruments of music was a 3-sided instrument, and 3 represents understanding. I keep losing that thing. Understanding. Which is Bayana by Baryathwa Shalash, which is 3.
You want me to read the biblical usage?
Kai, you got it.
It says a third part, name of a measure, a musical instrument, maybe 3-stringed, triangular shaped, or 3-barred. Just going into 3.
Yep.
It says perhaps a sistrum or triangle, shield carrier, adjutant, officer, captain. Pretty much it.
Yeah, so pretty much to me, 3-sided. All right here, we got our Bible, which means 4. Coming from Sharash Dabar, root word, Rabbi. Could you get the root word for 4, Baba Kusha?
Real quick. 4. Rabbi.
Yep. Could you go into it?
Strong's H 7251 Rabbi. It says to square, to be squared,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much it.
Kind
Four
to square
square.
a square. I mean,
Right.
what you notice about a square? It got four sides. Could you go to? I get it. I get it.
Con.
Going into the number 4, which is our by. Let me see.
Oh wait, hey, can I get the Strong's definition for this?
Kai, you got it.
It says through the idea of sprawling at all fours.
You said who?
It says through the idea of sprawling on at all fours.
Like with like an animal, right?
Right.
So when we go into, I'm gonna get a word that's interchangeable with 4, because pretty much going into the same idea what you just brought out, bro. It was a wonderful point. Um, this is the word rabataza. It says to stretch oneself out, lie down, lie stretched out. It says to cause to lie down, laying stones. It says it says by implication to recline, repose, brood, lurk, in bed, crouch down, fall down, make a fold. And pretty much when you know, like in school, they taught us like you take a piece of paper and you'll fold it, make a hamburger fold, and it turns into
Right.
like a square almost.
Con.
It says lay, cause to make to lie down, make to rest to sit. Now I'm gonna get this in the lexicon. It says to lie down to recline, as well remarked by synonymous use of quadrupeds, which lie down on their breasts with their feet gathered under them. So when you look at a lion, like right before they about to like get some prey or something, they get on like all fours and like they're crouched down. So pretty much,
Mhm.
both of those are interchangeable because of the number 4, which means pretty much four sided or having 4 things. Because quad, when you go back
Right.
to quad, it means 4. Quadruped, something that walks with all fours. And again,
Con.
4 means mercy by Baryeth, while our by. That's how you would say it in Hebrew. All right. All right. The next one,
Oh yeah. What was the meaning of four? The
pretty much
spiritual
four
meaning?
sided to be like a square.
Okay. Con.
Yeah. But it's mercy. 4 means mercy.
Mercy. Con.
All right. So the next one, Shahaya Chamash, which is Chamash 5. And 5 goes into power. Could you get the Harlem Psalms 20 and 6 Bible shot?
Con.
I'm gonna get this.
Want me to go ahead and read it?
Kai, you got it.
This is Psalms 20 and 6. It says, now know I that Yahweh saveth his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand.
Kai, and pretty much. Could you get it in the NLT Bible shot? Because
Con.
it says saving strength with the right hand. When you look at your hand, you hold something. It's in my power. You see, 5 is representative of power. Chamash,
Mm-hmm.
Shahaya Chamash Ba'abaris, which is 5 in Hebrew. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much again representative of power. You know, you got something in your hand. You got 5 fingers. It's
Right.
representative of power. You see.
Con. This is Psalm 20 and 6 in the NLT. It says, now I know that Yahweh rescues his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power.
Mm-hmm. See,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get this real fast. Same word Hamash. It says in battle array for battle by 5. It says it's a lot. It says nearly a lot allied with to the roots. Hamam wa hamatazah. It says to be eager or manly in battle, and that shows power. I'm gonna get another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It says able-bodied soldiers harnessed. It says we'll go back. It says brave, warlike. All right, pretty much going into power. You see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one's going to be shash or shasha. That's how you would say. That's a feminine version of shasha, which is or shash, which is 6. All right. So again, it's shash. I'm gonna get that in the blue letter. This is the number 6. And it says shash. It says a primitive root. So like a primitive number, CH7797. Could you get that, Bubble Shop? H7797. It says as an overplus beyond 5 or so like as an overplus beyond 5 or the fingers of the hand as ordinal 6. All right, and again it's going to be shash, and it also goes into shasha, which is the feminine way of saying it. And what we'll notice is each masapar, each number is going to correspond with a letter out of the alphabet. Alat bayat.
Mm-hmm. You said H7797, right?
It should be in the root etymology for 6.
Con. It says primitive root says to be bright, cheerful, be glad, greatly, joy, make mirth, rejoice.
Does it say exalt in there at all?
Hold on, it's not pulling it up. It says rejoice. Yep. Glad, greatly, joy, mirth.
Mirth. Oh, let me see if I can grab it.
To exalt, rejoice.
Yep.
To exalt, display joy.
Con, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get common definition for exalt. Exalt. It says. It's a lot definition. It says feel or show triumphant elation or jubilation, being pleased, delighted. It says to triumph. So pretty much, it's through the idea of because you got power, but then one more, you're exalted above 5. You see, that's why when it says right here, it says, I'm gonna go back. It says shash, wa shasha. It says 6 ra'ah c H7797 as an overplus beyond 5 or the fingers of the hand. You see, and again, shash is going to mean 6 is going to be man, beast, or sex. All right, by shash, wa shasha. All right.
And may I get a precept?
Do I have a precept for that one?
Well, I got one for it. Revelation 13:18. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast." And just let me get into that word beast real quick. Let me see. The word there for beast is therion in the Greek, and it says an animal, a wild animal, wild beast, metaphorically a brutal, bestial man, savage, ferocious, which we know who that's talking about. It's talking about Esau, Edom.
Right.
But it says, continuing on in verse 17, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath count Salaki. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So it ain't no coincidence that this man's number is actually 666.
Yep.
And it says he that hath understanding, and when you have understanding of this, it makes clear sense that this is the man. This is talking about this man Esau.
Yep. All right, so next, Akhar, we're going to go into the number 7. Could you get Genesis 21 verses 22 to 31, Baba Kushab?
Khan.
Shahaya ba Ibarith Shabai. That's how you say 7 by Ibarith in Hebrew.
You want me to start at 20, you said? Genesis 21 and 20?
21 and start at verse 22.
Okay, come. Want me to go ahead and read it?
Kai, you got it.
This is Genesis 21 and verse 22. And it came to pass at that time that Abimelech and Phicol, the chief captain of his host, spake unto Abraham, saying, The Most High is with thee in all that thou doest. Now therefore swear unto me here by the Most High, that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son.
So pretty much like the Lord was dealing with Abraham, because it went from Abraham, Yatazachat, which was Isaac, to Ya'iqab, Jacob, the 12 tribes. You keep going.
Continuing on, it says, But according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me, and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned. And Abraham said, I will swear. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water.
So right there, I'm going to get that word for swear. Genesis Baba Ashith, chapter 21. What verse was that? You just stopped at?
I stopped at, well, the part where it says, and Abraham said, I would swear is 24.
24, Khan. So when you go into that word swear, it says Shabai. 7 is also Shabai. It says to swear, adjure, sworn, to swear, take an oath, to cause to take an oath. Let's go into the lexicon. It says to swear, inasmuch as the septenary number was sacred and oaths were confirmed by either by 7 sacrifices or by 7 witnesses and pledges. Are you good?
Verse 25, it says, And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water, and Abimelech's servants Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. And Abimelech said, I wot not who hath done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet have I heard of it, but today. And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock.
Shabai Kabashath. That's how you say lambs. 7 lambs.
It says, and Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What means these 7 ewe lambs which thou hast set by themselves? And he said, These 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well.
I'm gonna get that again. It says Shabai, to swear, 7, inasmuch as the septenary number was sacred, and oaths were confirmed either by 7 sacrifices or by 7 witnesses and pledges. So pretty much those sheep was representative of witnesses. I'm gonna read it back. It says, and he said, For these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well. Well, you keep going.
Verse 31. Wherefore he called that place Beersheba, because there they slew.
Ba'ar, which is well, Ba'ar Shabai, Ba'ai Barith. In Hebrew, Ba'ar
Mm-hmm.
Shabai.
Con. It says, because there they swear both of them.
Uh-huh.
Verse 32. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. Then Abimelech rose up, and Phicol, the chief captain of his hosts, and they returned into the land of the Philistines.
Mm-hmm.
And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called there the name of Yahweh, the everlasting power. And Abraham sojourned in the Philistines' land many days.
So pretty much they made a covenant together, basically going into how Abraham that was his property, that specific well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get that word for Beersheba. Ba'ar Shabai. Ba'ar. So let me go to it. Damn. It says Ba'ar, which means well, and then Shabai, meaning seven, seven, and an oath. Because going into how you would take an oath, it going back to the number 7 to swear, you'll take 7 witnesses, 7 pledges, and it says something else, but roughly paraphrasing, it'll be 7, and those 7 lambs was representative of 7 witnesses. But that place was called Beersheba, Ba'ar, well, Shabai, which is oath. So what that means is it says the well of the oath.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to verse 31, it says, wherefore he called that place Ba'ar Shabai, because it says because there they swear both of them. So pretty much that's representative of the oath that they took together.
Right.
All right.
And it has Shabai in the word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ba'ar Shabai.
Yep.
Which pretty much, well, I'm looking at it right here. It says, well, a sevenfold oath.
Yep. So from there we can go to the number 8, which again Shabai, Shahaya, completion, which is completion. Pretty much 7 means completion. You look at the days, you got 7 days. The Lord made everything in 6 days. On the 7th day he rested, because everything pretty much goes to completion,
Come on.
All right, Barrius 8, Shahaya, Shamawana. Which 8 also goes into, it corresponds with the character Ha. All right. It's a lot. Could you get the Hebrew, or go into the blue letter and get the number 8, Baba Kushah?
God. God. The word there for 8 is
Should be Shamawana.
Shamawana. Khan.
Khan, could you get the root word Sharash the bar?
Khan. It's H80, 82. It says rich, fat, robust, fat, rich, of food, stout, robust,
Khan.
fat, plenteous, lusty.
Because pretty much when it says lusty.
Yeah.
Khan, because pretty much when you look at 7 is already completion. All right, but if you got one more than 7, you got an abundance. That's why it says fatness. It says Strong's definitions, feminine, Shamana, Shamawana. It says through the idea of plumpness, a cardinal number 8, as if a surplus of the perfect 7. Because 7, it represents completion, but if you got more than completion, you're abundant. While Shamawana, Shahaya, glory in English. 8 means glory in English.
Con. I also went to the other root word.
Shaman.
Yeah, shaman. It says to be or become fat, grow
Yep.
fat, show fatness,
Yep.
wax fat. Pretty much it.
Say what?
That's pretty much it.
Con. Achara Masapar, the next number, or more specifically, Ha Achara Masapar, the next number is going to be 9, which that goes into Ta. By Barrius, you would say this, the shy. Could you get that that root word, Baba Kusha?
Con.
Now get this.
Shai, is it Shaita or Shaith? Shai?
Should be the shy.
The Shai.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I see it. It says 9, nonad, 9, ninth, in combination with other numbers. Let me get the root. The root is Sha'ith.
Yep.
It says to look at or to regard, gaze at, or about. That's pretty much it.
Could you go down to it should be the Strong's definitions.
Okay, yeah. It says look, respect, dismay, turn, regard, spare.
That's what it's going into. It says to turn. Because when you go into the Strong's definitions for the number 9, the Shai, it says through the idea of a turn to the next number or full number 10. So pretty much after 9, it's going to turn to 10, which is 10 represents completion or perfection. It's a lot. But yeah. 9 goes into foundation. Shahaya, the Shai by Barith, which is 9 in Hebrew. All right. And the last one that we got is going to be the number 10. Which represents perfection. Could you get Revelation 2 and 10, Baba Bashar?
Con. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Pretty much going into a trial that some of the believers is going to have to go through. But pretty much that number right there is going into a perfect amount of time or a complete amount of time. You see, which 10 by Ibarith, Shahaya Aishar, all right, which is perfection. While Yah, by Allah by Yah in the alphabet. So could you get also Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 38? And I'm gonna get the common definition for the number 10. Or for well, you get that first.
You said Nehemiah what?
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 38. I'm gonna get the common definition for the number 10. I'm gonna read this first though.
Go ahead.
Masapar Aishar, the number 10. So it says, Salat. It says to tithe, take the 10th part, give a tithe, take a tithe. Oh, could you also get it says the 10th part of the city, the 10th part of the city was destroyed or something like that. But I'm gonna keep
Con,
going.
yeah.
It says to tithe, take the 10th part, give a tithe, take a tithe. Because when you look at the tithes, it's a tenth of what you got. It says tithing. All right, let's get the other root word. It says to be or become rich, wealthy, and rich. It says Salat, to build up, to erect. I'm gonna get that common definition for tithe because 10 also goes into tithe. It says 1/10 of an annual produce or earnings formerly taken as a tax for the support of the church and the clergy. Because pretty much what we'll see is that a tenth of what you have is what you would give to the church and the clergy. And at a certain point in time, Levi lawyer, he was given a tenth. He was given the tithes. You see.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
did you
right.
get that?
Yeah, the Revelation 11 and 13.
Yeah. Could you read that real fast, Kashar?
Con, this is it says in the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the
Mm-hmm.
earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory unto the Most High of heaven.
So when you go into that, it used two numbers. It used 7 and it used 10
Mm-hmm.
because if you look at America, that's going into America being destroyed. When you look at America, it's I think the FEMA regions is like in 10 sections. So
Yeah.
if the 10th part was destroyed, that's imperfection. That's a complete. That's everything. Everything is going to be destroyed in America, Babylon the Great, and nothing is going to
Right.
be left. And it said, could you run the other part back? The 7,000.
Con, it says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, everybody's going to be destroyed here. You see in
Right.
America, Babylon the Great. If
Mm-hmm.
you're not part of the elect, you're going to be destroyed. You see?
Right. Con, like the scripture says, pretty much everything and the works that they're in, shall be burnt up.
Could you get that?
Con.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom real fast.
Con. Bear with me for a second. Con, this is 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right. So on the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? He's gonna come. He's bringing the fire. Right. He's gonna be blasting people with the laser beams, as well as bringing forth the nuclear destruction. But it says, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right. So all the works, all the abomination that's carried on here in America, and also everything that's left in America is going to be burnt up. It's going to be made into glass, turned into a desert.
That's pretty much all I had, bro. Did you had any other precepts?
Khan, just going back into what you said earlier, that precept. Well, actually, you had me hold Nehemiah 10.
Kai, well, you dropped. That's cool.
Okay, Khan. What was that one precept? You mentioned about 10 when you first started
Revelation
talking about
2.
10. Hold on. Let me go back to that real quick. Right, it says Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now, going into 10, meaning perfection, pretty much the elect are going to be tried. They're going to have to go through that furnace of adversity, as it says in Ecclesiasticus 2 and 5. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So that's how we're going to receive, or that's how we're going to be made perfect in the Most High's eyes. That's going to eventually lead us into true perfection.
So Just a recap, we went over Masaparian by Abarian, numbers in Hebrew. I'm just finish writing them down real fast.
God. I'm gonna get another preset while you're doing that.
You got it.
This is Isaiah 48 and verse 10. It says, "Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction, for mine own sake, even for my own sake will I do it. For how shall my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another." Just reiterating what I mentioned earlier. How the elect, they're going to be refined, as it says in the book of I believe it's Zechariah. 2 parts shall be left therein, but 1 part shall be left. Let me get that real quick.
Okay.
This is Zechariah 13 and verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." Verse 9. "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power." So 2 parts of the nation of Israel, they're going to be the ones that's going to be left, in that nuclear destruction. They're going to be part of that 7,000 men, right? That's going to be destroyed on this side. But you got the elect that's going to be refined, have to go through that affliction to be made perfect. You got it, bro.
Because the elect, pretty much, they're gonna could you get Matthew 7 and 24 to 20? Yeah, just start 24, Baruch Shah. Because pretty much the elect is going to be rooted. They're going to be established. They're going to be able to stand, and they're going to be refined, like you was going into, through the trials of adversity, because they are founded in that correct foundation, being Hamashiach.
Khan. This is Matthew 7 and verse 24. It says, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock."
And that rock being Hamashiach Yahweh, the embodiment of the scriptures.
That's right.
You
it's almost like that story of those who built their houses upon sand. But actually, it's in the scriptures, isn't it?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Okay, Khan. Oh yeah, it's this one. My bad.
Yep.
Jumping the gun. Verse 26. It says, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand."
So pretty much 2/3, they're gonna build their houses. And when you go into the scriptures, by Yath, it's representative of a house, you see, but also a man. So being that they building their foundation, and whatever niggas is into, you see, they're going to get what that gives them. They can get a recompense for that. You keep going.
Khan. Verse 27. It says, "And the rain descended, and the floods came."
The different adversities.
Right. Khan. It says, "And the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it."
Khan. So they're gonna be totally destroyed. You see, because they wasn't founded in the correct foundation, being Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Did you have anything else, bro?
Just this one real quick to add to you. Proverbs 24 and 10, it says, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." And we're gonna see, that faith that these people in the world have in these days. We're gonna see if they really, truly believe. Well, at least 2/3. We already know that the God they believe in ain't really Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and they ain't really rooted in truth. So they're gonna be washed away like that man that was that built his house upon sand.
Yep. Khan.
That's pretty much it, though.
Khan. Well, again, to recap, Shana, which means to repeat. So a review, the first number is going to be Shahaya by 𝐤𝐤𐤐𝐤𝐿, Washanya, Washalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shash, Shabai, Shamawana, Tashai, Aishar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
So Adawan Ratazah, Zabana Yapa, those were those a beautiful edification through the spirit. Wa Adawan Ratazah, Atham Yash, Yawam Twa. Hey, Lords, will you all have a good day? We go ahead and close it out by saying, Call La Imla, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bashon Hakwadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone that taught us truth and rule well. And much respect to you, brother, that pushing truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. How you want to walk?
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.